Sab. Glad that you made it. I'm really excited. There's 6 people waiting. Ugh, and I'm the one who's late. Sab, um, you may have been early, but I was late. Whew. Okay, so today is Friday. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Happy Friday, in the live stream. Happy today for you guys if you're watching on the replay. So today is April 15th. So we're right in the thick of tax season. We're toward the end of tax season, I guess. So I hope everyone's all set with their taxes. I know that people that are close to me are actually still working on their taxes. Dear, dear people. Um, so if you are Roland, yes, happy Friday. I hear it. Roland, remind me, do you work hey Anthony, how's it going? Do you work a 9 to 5 in addition to real estate, or are you just strictly real estate? So with my 9 to 5, thanking goodness, it's been a slower season, it just is what it is. We are in sort of I don't know, we're sort of growing. So you work 9 to 5 remote desk job as well. Oh my gosh, yes, it's insane, right? It is crazy. So I feel for you, man. Mad props, mad respect to you. I don't even know if I want to set up my work computer. I don't. I have a new work computer coming in back in Jersey. So I'm excited to get that this weekend. Yes. So what is up, you guys? What do you have planned for the weekend? So this is Easter for anyone who celebrates. We and my family, we are going to go down to Delaware for Easter Sunday, and we just kind of set our plans. Mr. Wallet and I just had a discussion about what we're doing for the weekend. So we have our plans set for today. We're going to try to make Stations of the Cross. Yeah, taxes, exactly. That's what he has to do too. So we're going to try to make Stations of the Cross and then go see a movie afterwards. It's kind of like a little reward. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. Stations of the Cross can be very, very, very long. It takes a long time. So that's what we're going to do today. And then as far as tomorrow goes, we're kind of up in the air. We may go down to catch the Sixers' first playoff game and then drive back because I have to pick up my mom to take her down to Sunday. Roll-in taxes, and then Saturday is an open house for some applicants and nothing. Yeah, nice. A nice dinner on Sunday. Exciting. Yes, that's kind of what we're doing too. Ugh. So that is a good plan. Plug that in just in case. Okay, so that's what we have scheduled for the weekends. Again, TBD as far as where we're going to go tomorrow. And I'm just filling in my trackers. I'm a little behind because I took it super easy this morning. I just had a lay-in. So that was my day. So I haven't done my writing yet. But so as far as past progress on goals, so my goal yesterday, my goal actually for the whole week was to get those Etsy products up. And well, I used Canva, I opened the Canva folder, and then I kind of poked around a little bit in my Etsy account, and I was able to find the files of a listing that I had deleted by accident. I feel like an idiot and then just have been frustrated. And the fact that I accidentally deleted a listing and it's almost impossible to recover a deleted listing on Etsy. So I figured like I would just have to start from scratch, but I did have saved versions of those files just kind of on my desktop, which again, this is another lesson. You should always save your work. So lesson learned. But then after looking at what I had saved, I didn't really like that version. It was the personal budget tracker, which that video goes live tomorrow. And I didn't like it. So I will end up starting from scratch and redoing the whole thing. So that's exciting. Before tomorrow when the video goes live, because I want people to be able to purchase it when the video's live. So that's where I am. I did that for 4 days. I'm just coloring in my goal trackers here. For personal, I did workout there, and I did cardio 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Water, I slacked a little bit for water for sure. Just didn't drink enough, sadly. But I didn't do any of those things. The important thing is that I'm keeping track. I did track my business income, which is good. It's a wonderful thing right here. So it's on my business income tracked, or my income actually, both business and personal. So setting up Sab. Oh, yes, these streams make you want to track better. That is the goal, Sab, because this has taken me a long time to get into. And I would look for examples of people that were tracking in a way that was both sort of accessible, but accessible and also effective and accessible. Someone that I really look up to is Angie Belmar. She's a little bit much. She's got a lot. So I do respect her greatly, and I look to her for like a template, but she's also, part of an MLM. Hello, Curtis. Hey, Curtis Davis. Good afternoon. But she's got an amazing work ethic and a really cool design sense. So right on. And I just take what I like and I leave the rest. Okay, so that's very interesting. So let me tell you guys, when it comes to tracking, this is the Sprouted planner that I'm using, and I've used a planner for most of my life, at least 10 years. And the thing is, my mom also uses planners, so it's been a cool thing to kind of see the way that she's used her planner over the past 20 years or so, because she'll save them every year. So it's neat to see. I've just recently started using this format and tracking as in-depth as I have been, and I will fill in retroactively what I've done. So just over the past month, so I started in March, actually March 2nd, tracking my income, because that's where I had that sort of decline in my YouTube income, which is very sad. I didn't get a payout in March. So on March 23rd, my YouTube income was $58. And today, on April 15th, so less than a month, like how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, I managed to double my YouTube income. From 58 to 108. So we're not talking like I'm not a millionaire. I'm not rolling in it. I was watching YouTube estimates for some of the family vlogging channels and how much they make. They make like 10 to 20,000 a month easy. So I'm like, okay, all right, lots to do. Lots of room to grow there. Matt's Gambling Slots, hello. Glad you're here. Curtis Davis, yes, tracking or journaling your progress works. Yes, and sometimes it feels like don't get hung up in spending more time about creating a process, that you don't spend so much time creating the process that you don't actually do the work. YouTube star, yeah, yes. I am not yet, but would be cool. Would be very cool. And this is just in AdSense, $10,000 to $20,000 a month in AdSense revenue alone. But maybe one day, and then dinner here with salmon and avocado. So Mr. Wallet's been cooking a lot lately. It's been really, really nice. Because here's the thing, when I cook, I go budget. I enjoy it. That's a way that we save money. We both I mean, he enjoys cooking. I cook because it's cheaper. So he enjoys it. I do it gladly, but I tend to go very budget. The cuts of steak that I get are like the shell steak, that maybe, $8 to $10 a pound. When he cooks, he goes all out. Um, and a comparable piece, if you were, yes, it's very true of Curtis Davis. Rome was not built overnight. Very funny because we were actually watching the movie Troy yesterday. Kind of funny. Which is not Rome. That's not Rome. It's Troy. Anyway, so he goes. He's a luxury guy. So he made porterhouse for us on Tuesday, and then salmon on Wednesday, which was incredible. And for a comparable meal in a restaurant, it would be like 3 times what he spent. But he's not shy, and I really appreciate that he does that. And yes, Lush. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. He's such a good cook too. So I'm like, please do that more. So yes. So I'm actually looking for ways to automate and cut down on costs for groceries. I was thinking about maybe a subscription to something like Butcher Box where we can get cheaper proteins because we both love eating like that. We both really enjoy the high protein, low carb, high fat lifestyle. Mr. and Mrs. Wallet, yes, it's true. he's, he's he's so funny. But so here's the thing again with him, because he's very high finance. Yes. People knock expensive cooking on a budget, but you're right, it beats eating out. Yes, it sure does. He's just so good at it. And then we have leftovers. Oh, he's just so good. So we both have the same eating habits and tastes. I think we both really enjoy the fat. Mr. Wall needs a channel. He does. I agree. It's funny. I think if he were to do anything, it would be sports oriented. He had this idea of putting on putting a camera on the car dashboard as we were driving home from Sixers games and just talking. Sab, he's not camera shy. He just wants to be in control. In control of what he's doing. And this is my channel, and he didn't sign up for this. So, do we, Curtis Davis, do we track our monthly meat spend budget? Yes, to see if Butcher Box would equal. I haven't even looked. I track my groceries, and he tracks what he spends. You get that? You're the same. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he just wants to have control over kind of how he portrays himself, which is true. I mean, which is fair too. Lady Galahad, you resisted for so long, but mathematically it's not bad, and hoping it brings peace to the household over taste and time. You work from home, but you still work from home. Yes, 100%. Yes, it's not, you're not sitting around there doing nothing. You're working, like actively working. So I get that for sure. So actually, something I have to do right now is check for rental cars. And this is something that's kind of a continual discussion in our house because he's ready to just buy a new car. And I am with him on that. But the thing is, I mean, the inventory is nuts. It's impossible to get. I say impossible. It's very difficult to get a car. Actually, yes, Curtis Davis, you like the Butcher Box idea. Actually, let me look that up as well. Butcher Box. Meat delivery subscriptions. So funny. Yeah, it looks like it's high quality too. Okay, how it works. I don't know if it would be cheaper. Probably would not be cheaper. Okay, April 16th. Yeah, let's go April 22nd. How rude. Select. Check availability. Okay. So yeah, I'm looking at an enterprise rental car because we're going to be doing some traveling this weekend, and I would rather rent than put the miles on my car. But as Mr. Wallet pointed out, rather than spending $700 on renting a car, possibly just be, he's like, let's just pick up a car, let's just buy a car. And I'm like, what's the farm meat that the Ramseys promote now? I see advertising on John Delaney's show all the time. I don't know, who is that, John? Interesting. I don't know. Good question. The John Delaney show. Cute. I do not know. Huh, interesting. Only listening, been in bed due to sinus and headache. Oh no, Matt. That's awful. Um, what's funny stores vary with quality. Oh my gosh, yes. Of meat and prices. So good. Yes, John Delaney is so good, refreshing for a Ramsey personality. Cool. I will have to look into him. I kind of got, I don't say burned by the whole Ramsey corporation. I don't know if I really love what they're doing. That's annoying. Um, love what they're doing, but yes, exactly. He got very tired of Dave himself. Yeah, but the company is him. Like that's his company. Like that's why I kind of was like, not so excited. I feel like he's politically very, very conservative, and just that. So it really soured me. I just stopped listening because of his political rants. I'm like, I do not agree with that. Um, I forget what it was. I got tired. He's like, it's my show. I'll talk about what I want. And I'm like, yes, you can. So, maybe April 22nd. No, that's fine. I don't know. Anyway, so I mean, it was years ago that I stopped listening. But so what kind of again soured me on that was when and I don't know the full story, but I just kind of came up on some news articles that he had fired a pregnant woman for being pregnant and not married. It's baby food for finance. Yes, the money guys on YouTube are better. There's so many better channels. Oh, man, it's like a whole $100 different. That's very frustrating. So I looked yesterday at rental car prices, and yes, oh my gosh, the Chris Hogan thing was awful. And I think they happened around the same time. So with the Chris Hogan thing, and I hope I don't get limited monetization for this, but the Chris Hogan thing was where Chris Hogan had a relationship with a woman that worked there. You really like the money guy, yeah. I actually still like Chris Hogan. So he had a relationship with a woman who worked for Ramsey Solutions, an extramarital relationship, and the company kept it quiet and insisted that both members, both Chris and his wife, go to counseling. I don't remember what happened to the woman, but to the woman that he had the relationship with, but the Ramsey company was very involved in Chris and know what member, you know what member, Curtis Davis. They fired the pregnant wife. Yeah, he sounded creepy. Anthony, you also like the money guys? Awesome. He sounds creepy. You know what member did? Yeah, that's like so the Ramsey company got very involved in Chris and his wife's marriage. They made them go to counseling. They made them sign over all rights to the notes from the counseling session. They had that the counselors could talk with the Ramsey solution about the couple being together and their progress. Um, so John Delaney seems much more liberal, but obviously can't be openly. It's all about mental wellness. Cool. I will have to check him out. Saba. So basically, Chris Hogan was allowed to stay on in the face of an affair, and they immediately fired a woman who was pregnant and not married, and who was like a lower level, like a receptionist or admin assistant. And they said, well, you have to sign a code of conduct, and it's employment at will, and we can fire you for anything. And I'm like, it's a terrible look. And for someone at that level, it's awful. And then they were very unapologetic about it, is my understanding of the situation. So I just took a whole step back from his suite of personalities for a while. And then John Acuff too had left. I don't know what he's doing right now, but who knows? I mean, they'll recover from it because, I mean, not recover. They're not in trouble. They're not. They're doing great. Um, yeah. So okay. That was just kind of a my take on the Ramsey solution. Yeah, situation. Yes, fire at will, terrible policy. Well, employment at will is. I mean, that's what I have. I have an employment at will contract. Maurice, this is new to me. You watch Dave's videos here and there. Yes, he definitely gave you great fundamentals from his videos. Absolutely, and that still stands. Roland Holland, Dave's definitely got to keep it personal finance related. All the money inspired is a lot of professional overreach and a big ego. Yeah, that's the part that I'm like, okay. Yeah, the ego kind of is a little bit big. If you're Sabbath YouTube, Chris Hogan, he's done something called the Extraordinary Life Project. Yes, I do catch that every now and again. I just love his voice. Such a nice voice. So yeah, I mean, I would not side with Chris Hogan, but I tend to just lean toward Chris Hogan more than whatever Dave's doing. Anyway, yes, great personal finance basics. Ramsey Solution focuses only on people's bad credit habit. It's a slice of the population. Yes. Very true. And again, it's beginner personal finance. That's how I got my start. That's how many people got their starts. So, that is just fine. Let me see. Let me see. No, I want parameters. Sorry, I'm looking at rental car prices. It's like 400. But again, it's painful. Oh, awesome, Anthony, you like Chris Hogan too, you met him once, awesome, where did you meet him? What was going on? I'm so curious. He seems like a teddy bear, kinda like he was a linebacker at one point. Anthony O'Neill has a successful spinoff from Dave too, interesting perspectives there as well, yes, for sure. Um, checking, I don't love that location as much. Closes at 5 PM tomorrow. Saturday, 9 to 12. Oh, okay. Nice. I just have to get there early. Okay. Many states are requiring personal finance in high school. Florida, Pennsylvania does. Here's actually my take on personal finance in high school. I feel like as a kid in high school, I know for myself, book signing. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Um, you think Christy Wright left to be a nun? Oh my gosh, now I have to see. Um, I think it's great that they teach personal finance in school. I know when I was in high school, not much I would say not much got to me. Dave running a church or a business. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Is Christy Wright still with Ramsey? So comes no, she's leaving her brand and her business. So she's not still with Ramsey. Aw. Update from Christy Wright. What is she doing? I'm taking a crazy leap of faith to see what God has next for me. I'm like, great. Good job, Christy Wright. Sorry, I do. I guess, is she married? Does she have a family? Yeah. Yes. I don't really do that. I don't think so. She's not a nun. God is so painful, y'all. Okay, let me not. I'm over the sorry, this is goals. We're focusing on goals. Um, I'm sort of getting down on my own use of Christian vocabulary. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, I can't. God is so faithful. God came through for me. I said those things, and I just no, 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 Sam, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just redefining my own, relationship with faith. It's an ongoing down the rabbit hole, yes, it's a casual Friday, exactly. Oh, man, oh, man. Sorry. Yeah, so overall, that's actually an interesting topic because I find that I catch Dave. Curtis, you catch Dave because the stories are entertaining. Yes, I agree. No retirement, 70 years old. Yeah, it's his platform. That's how he is able to, that's how he's relevant, is by his show keeps him relevant. Okay. Continue to review. No. So, Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are interested in my take on faith, because functionally, nothing has changed about what I believe, but much has changed about how I, express my faith, how I interact with faith, and all that really leads to, health, right? Overall health, mental health, physical health, and spiritual health. I fully believe that we are spiritual beings. So that's something that I'm kind of actively working through, and it does affect, again, mood and overall goals and happiness. Overall happiness, I would say. Yeah, I want to pay in points. No, that's awesome. I can have like one one day free. Okay, that's good. Yes, 416 done. Redeem. Awesome. Okay, so my I want to say my personal faith has not changed. The way that I express my faith has changed because I am just so over the evangelical Christian culture that I experience. So luckily, I would say luckily, but Mr. Wallet is Episcopal, so not part of the like say mainstream evangelical. Um, yeah, sure. The mainstream evangelical at large, community at large. That's the word. Anyway, so not what we're talking about. So I just find much more comfort in the liturgy and like I don't want to hear. I don't want to say I don't want to hear your experience because experience is so powerful, but less about feeling and more about fact, I think. And overall, that's been true in my life across the board. So that's just where I am. Is because I'm getting a lot of more spam calls is because I registered for life insurance quotes, actually for him. Because like we were talking about sort of, family looking forward and like, well, I'd really like to have some life insurance on you just in case because we do want to start a family. So I went to Geico because I have my car insurance with Geico and I just kind of filled out a quote to get filled out a form to get quotes for 20-year level term life insurance. Steve recommends. Awesome. Yes, Curtis Davis, getting control of your finances in 2022, your budget, your stocks, and your career growth. I am with you on that. I actually just checked my stocks. I have like $40 in a brokerage account at TD Ameritrade. And then everything else is I have my IRA with Fidelity, and then I have my 401k with John Hancock. Anthony, yes, thumbs up. Yes, to getting your life into Roland Holland knows this too. I think it's Curtis. Getting control of your finances in 2022, your budget, your stocks, and your career growth. Anthony, your 15-year plan, what gave you the idea for that? How were you inspired to do a 15-year plan for your life? That is very interesting. I was really inspired by that myself. So, because I would like to do one. Roland Holland, self-awareness is key. Most of our behaviors are automatic, yes, and we rarely think about why we are the way we are. If we can control that, we can curate our future any way we want. It is so true. Yes, your future is hidden in your daily behavior. Yes, that is absolutely true. So, 100% true. I need to log. I had a good weigh in this morning. After tracking my sugars, and that's all I did was track. I didn't and then eating really good, eating lush food that Mr. Wallet made this week was great. But yesterday we had like pretty high carb, well, not high carb. We had sandwiches, like deli sandwiches. Oh, they're so good. I've been eating good this week. Been spending a lot, so I got a lot of work. I got a lot of work to do today. Lot. Starting with that Etsy product up. Getting that up. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So I will leave you with that and wish you a very, very happy Holy Week if you celebrate. And other than that, happy start to your weekend. Get after those goals. Absolutely curate your behaviors. Curate your behavior. Be aware of your behavior. It's fine, Sam. I think it's healthy. It's healthy for me to have to bring it back in. Sorry, Anthony. Yes. Oh, very cool, Anthony. I'm going to read your comment out. So I asked Anthony about his 15-year plan, how he was inspired to do a 15-year plan. He's saying first it was 1010s, which were the student loan repayment plan. Also, it's your master's payback period. Then your millionaire research shows that people become a millionaire in 15 years. That's awesome. That is very cool. And I think I should tack that on to my 5-year plan, is putting on a 15-year plan. Because in 15 years, I will be 49, 54. I'll be 54. So that will be interesting. And also, I mean, the goal is to grow a family. That will change our plans, certainly. It already kind of has, but that's just part of the journey. Okay, guys. So yes, wishing you all a very holy week, holy weekend. Happy Easter for anyone that celebrates, and get after those goals. Self-awareness, self-acceptance, and action. Let's do it. All right, guys. Happy Friday. And then you use a schedule like the fire schedule that I have. Excellent, Anthony. That is awesome. Okay. So for Monday, show me your schedules. That'd be pretty cool. I'll show you my schedule, and we could do schedule tracking. It's painful, but very helpful. Yes, it's better to have a plan than not have a plan. If you don't have a goal, you'll hit it every time. Even if you only do like 15% of your plan, it's still better than 0% of having no plan, right? Okay, cool. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.